Hi, my name's Keith Cooper, Northlight Images, and I'm going to address a question to which there still is no proper answer. Why is DPReview not dead yet? It seems that rumours of its demise were somewhat exaggerated. Now, some people said that this was part of an exercise to sell it. You close it down, raise some kerfuffle, and it suddenly becomes more interesting. Certainly, I realised how much I used it for different things. Why am I particularly concerned about whether it's still about? Well, much as I answer questions, or try to answer questions here on YouTube, I answer questions, people email me, and on the website where I have the written reviews and things. Quite often I'm asked questions which I can't really answer. So if somebody asked me about this printer I've still got here for test. This is the Epson ET 18100, excellent printer. If somebody asked me about a specific printing option on a Windows machine, I have no idea. I may have an idea, but I've not used a Windows PC this century, so I really have no experience. I still use this old Mac here, and other Macs as well. So I want a place where I can tell people to ask questions. Similarly, if I've finished a review, I'll quite often put some info on DPReview and I get a response for people, and lots of other people sort of answer him. So it's useful for that. Now, the forums are still working. So I'm still looking at the ones I tend to look at, which is mostly the printing forum, but others are there. And there have been the matter of whether the notice that says we're closing down is appearing or not appearing on the website is a matter of interest to some. It's almost like the carpet shop that's forever closing down next week. We have a closing down sale. It's the same closing down sale we had last year. I believe in the UK this was common quite a few years ago, and consumer legislation was introduced to mean that you had to at least sell stuff at full price occasionally before you could claim that you were having a discount. But it's a similar thing people are asking. I've noticed some of the forums are still active. There's less traffic, but there are new reviews and articles. And I noticed a comment from one of the DPReview staff recently that says, we are still producing content and the forums are running. Well, and there was another more interesting question that somebody had asked about, the future of things. We'll tell you when we can. Well, fair enough. You wouldn't expect info like this to be in the public realm, not if there's business discussions going on. If somebody's putting money in, somebody's buying, it's a matter of due diligence and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's going on. And there was a comment about it that says none of the written editorial staff have left. Other writers and content contributors went elsewhere, got jobs elsewhere. So that would be DPReview TV, I take it. Now, they've moved to Petapixel. I have always had sort of slight mixed interest in the articles that Petapixel shows. They have, strong variation between highly interesting and what I will politely call clickbait. All done. It's a commercial site, so you've got to get people to look at it. And so I can't criticise them too much for that. Just because something's not interesting to me doesn't mean it won't actually attract views and be interesting to other people. But what's happening to DPReview? I'm still contributing from my point of view to the forum, to the print forum. So if you want to discuss something, go to the print forums. What about the other sites that have been set up? Well, I know somebody set up a Facebook group. Well, that's a non-starter for me. I don't have, nor do I want, a Facebook account. So that's nothing going to happen there. The other sites, I've looked at the printing stuff, and there's not much happening. Well, that's always a problem. We get the fragmentation of these sites, and what are you going to do? So there are if you're interested in DPReview more generally, go and have a look and see what's still happening there. But in particular, to people I know who view my channel and want printer related information, color management and stuff like that, it is still somewhere where I will take part and I will answer questions and look at and try and keep that. Now, maybe next week it gets closed completely and I've got no alternative other than to look somewhere else. But at the moment, I'm not beating myself up going hunting around forums, seeing which ones have got the activity on it. I've frankly got better things to do, such as the new GFX 100S that I got recently that I've been testing. Now I'll do some more info, some of my first impressions on using this commercially for paying work in another video, but suffice to say I am pleased with it, and the results do make it, yeah, I'm glad I got it. But anyway, printing, DPReview, you know, the old Monty Python sketch, I'm not dead yet. Let's hope somebody's not lurking around the corner with a cudgel just to make sure. Imaging resource, for example, never a site I was a great reader of, one that's been around for years, but that was shuttered, then it was started, then it was sold off. That one appears to have been taken over. But the problem there, and this is a problem for any of the sites, is that DPReview has got rid of some of its staff and kept others. Imaging resource got rid of almost everybody, and also there are queries relating to payments for articles, all kinds of stuff like that. You hear stuff about, which means that if you get rid of people, getting them back again is very tricky. You've been laid off in circumstances you may not have appreciated, been told that your content is no longer required, and then they come back to you and said, oh, I know we got rid of you, would you like to actually do a bit more work? It would be wise to be wary for things like that. Maybe the time for such sites is drawing to a close. I certainly hope not. I'm going to keep my site going for things. No forums on it, as I mentioned in previous stuff. Far more trouble than they're worth to do. But if you've got any comments, any questions, please do let me know. If you find somewhere that you find really good for discussion of a forum discussing printing and stuff like that, either drop me a line or put it in the comments. Oh, by the way, the comments don't accept links. They won't. If you put a link in a post, so it's probably best to let me know directly. Email me at Northlight or something like that. But anyway, not dead yet. Still. So anyway, I hope that's of some interest. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe to the channel. Thank you.